Jahanzaib, go ahead.
Sir, Jahanzaib from your end.
You just spoke in detail about India-Canada tensions, but what is U.S. position on the Khalistan issue? Because there are thousands of Sikhs living in United States, and there is a U.S.-based advocacy group, Sikhs for Justice, managing the Khalistan referendum. So is it any policy on that, or is it just a matter of free speech?
So we're not going to comment on the unofficial referendum. What I will just say is that broadly across the board, individuals have the right to freedoms of speech, right to peacefully assemble in the United States, all of which are in line with our First Amendment protections and adherence, of course, to any appropriate federal and local regulations. So I will just leave it at that.
So Pakistan ordered all illegal immigrants, including 1.73 million Afghan nationals, to leave the country as soon as possible. Pakistani officials say that 14 of 24 suicide bombings in the country this year were carried out by Afghan nationals. Are you concerned that the huge number of Afghan nationals is being...
I've not seen that comment or the specific reporting that might be rooted in that specific statistic. What I will just say, though, that is that Pakistan has been an important partner when it has come to the resettlement of Afghans who are fleeing and looking to resettle. They've been an important stopover in that process, and we'll just leave it at that.
I have one last question.
Sure.
Thank you so much. So in the House Foreign Affairs Committee last week, the chairman of the committee, McCall, said that the Biden administration officials attempting to downplay the Taliban's terrorist ties in an effort to exclude them from an updated authorized use of military force, AUMF. Would you like to respond on that?
There is nobody in this administration that is attempting to downplay the Taliban and the type of organization that they are. They've been labeled an FTO. There's been no change in that. So we'll see if we have anything more to add on that, though. Matt, I don't really have anything new to sort of offer on this that both Matt and the Secretary haven't spoke to already, I would say, in the number of times that has come up before the press in the past week or so. I would just reiterate again, we are and continue to be deeply concerned about the allegations referenced by Prime Minister Trudeau, and we remain in regular contact with our Canadian partners, and it's critical that Canada's investigation proceed and the perpetrators be brought to justice. We also have, as we've previously said, publicly and privately urged the Indian government to cooperate in the Canadian investigation and cooperate in those efforts. I've seen the reports on the diplomatic staffing levels for the Canadian High Commission in New Delhi, but I don't have anything further to offer on those reports, and certainly don't want to get into hypotheticals and take this process one step at a time. As it relates to our Indo-Pacific strategy and the focus that we continue to place on the region, that effort and that line of work is going to continue. And of course, with India, we are partners with them in the Quad and in many other fora, and we continue to work with them and other countries in the region on a number of important issues. But as I said at the top of this, we take these allegations very seriously, and we continue to not just work closely with our Canadian partners, but have, as I said, publicly and privately urged the Indian government to cooperate with Canada also.